boss, I duck under covers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm dead. Squad. 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 Oh my God. Fire. Squad. I'm dead. Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Bears going up against the Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. First down, Carr. Flush to his right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he would say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. The play clock's running down. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Carr to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way down to the 26. A big run there by Johnson. 41 yards on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll try it again on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. Third down here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble. Knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ross. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete to Ross. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. An update now from Oakland. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. DeMarco Murray, a first-quarter touchdown there. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, Johnson. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Fourth, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A handoff left, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second down, 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, here's Carr. Going deep downfield for Roll. Touchdown, Packers. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big run there by Johnson, and even 50 yards. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They are in the second quarter now in Oakland. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. DeMarco Murray, a first-half touchdown. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 3rd down, Watson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. First down. Steps away to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. On second down, Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. A beautiful fake. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that. And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football. So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. Well, they're in the second quarter now in Oakland. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised. Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. And he's got room. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now Watson, dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Barkevious Mingo, able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going for it. It's Watson, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go Chiefs! 36.
2nd and goal from the 7. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. First down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw his Carr. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he's got Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Carr to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Elliott. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Watson to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dewan Smoot in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zach Brown in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Oh, some strong running. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try again with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And down he'll go at the 25. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Carr going to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson, dancing to his left. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyler Davison able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Chicago. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders taking a late lead in that ball game. Brock Osweiler hovering around 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdown throws as well. Down the numbers. There he goes. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
93.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Carr going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.